All right, we are back. Let's see. And if promise is there, please can you send another request so that we can start ASAP because the way it is, we are behind schedule. So as I was saying the other time, we're going to be asking her some very personal questions, and then if you have any question, you can also send in your questions so that we can ask her, and I can promise you that she will answer as many questions as possible within the 1 hour frame that Instagram allows. Hi, Sexy Joe, Brilla FM, Ejeba Nines. We have Slim Jaja online too. Win 09810, JST Bulldozer 2013 or so, and we have other people joining us for this session that promises to be interesting with Promise Amukamara, all the way from Arizona in the US, and this is your host today will be Oni Afolabi in Nigeria. So we are trying to connect the world and make it a smaller place so that we won't really feel this the impact of the global lockdown as a result of the COVID-19 that is ravaging the world, which has prompted the suspension of the NBA season. The national basketball season in Nigeria also put on hold. The Olympic postponed to 2021. Other international competitions in the basketball world. So, but what we're just trying to do right now is to. Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, better now, better.
Okay.
So, as we were saying, your foray into basketball, how did it start? Because I think I saw somebody who was trying to take glory for everything you know about basketball. So tell us how you got
Who's trying to take glory?
I think probably your coach or something. I don't know. One of your
Oh,
Instagram.
so yeah, so one of my coach growing up, she is, I would give her a lot of the credit because she developed me into the player I am today. Her name's Carolyn, and she took me when I was in 8th grade and really developed all my skills and turned me into the player I am.
All right. What for people, especially for us in this part of the world, we go into sports, especially professional basketball or professional sports, just to get away for us, for ourselves, and even for the younger guys, they look for sporting opportunities because of the scholarship involved. What made you go into basketball? Was it for the scholarship or it was just for the love of the game?
So, my whole family is into sports, so we all played sports growing up. But I think it wasn't until my brother got a scholarship into football that we realized, oh, we could play sport for, we could go to college for free by playing sports. So after my brother went to college, I think that was the motivation for the rest of us to, uh, get into college for free because my parents had 6 kids, so I know they weren't going to pay for all of us to go to college, and so whatever we needed to do to help them, that was our motivation.
Um, I know that growing up will have been fun. Six six kids from the
Yeah.
same parents. Memorable moments for you while growing up.
Wow. There's so many. Like we played every day. So I think just everyone playing outside together, playing softball, playing kickball, playing hide and go seek. Just being out with my family was probably the best moments. And since there's six of us, we didn't really need friends, but we had a lot of friends. We were all each other's best friends growing up, so I think that made it fun growing up with each other.
Highlights of this growing up, because you've I think you've spoken generally about um, how you guys hung out together, how you guys played together. But any particular highlight, probably a day somebody broke something and then you guys were trying to cover up, or somebody did something bad and then your parents were trying to get the real culprit and then you guys were trying to point out the person. Tell us, do you have any vivid example?
I, I can't, I can't think of anything right now. Oh, actually, there is one. My older sister. So I guess so. We had our driveway. So my older sister, she thought the car wasn't parked good enough. So she took my parents' keys and tried to. She didn't have her license nor her permit. She just wanted to be grown and drive. So she took my parents' keys and tried to park the car, and it ran into our fence, and our whole backyard fence came crashing down. And we all, of course, blamed it on her, and she got in big trouble. And that was like a huge moment because our whole fence got caved into. Everyone could see our backyard. It was so bad.
Um, Best support you've ever received from your parents. Who supported you the most? I mean, this is a basketball career.
I think they did a both. They both did a great job supporting us throughout our whole career because they're both athletes. But I think my dad was more involved because I mean, they both had to work, but I guess my dad was more involved because he was, I don't know, he drove us to practices. He was at every game. Um, and I think it was because my mom worked night shifts, so she wasn't able to view most of our games.
So it would be safe to say that your dad bought you your first pair of basketball shoes and balls and all that.
Actually, yeah, yeah. And then also like coaches and friends. I mean, we didn't have a lot growing up, so like our coaches and friends really helped play a huge role in our life of buying whatever we needed as far as basketball shoes or anything else we needed for our sport.
Good. Now let's focus on your national team career now. How did it all start for you? How did you how did you get invited to the national team? How did you make contact with the federation, or how did the federation make the contact with you to invite you over?
Okay, so the first time I played with the national team, I think it was in 2011. No, was it 2000? Yes, it was 2011. They reached out to the coach. So my college coach, I was a senior in high school. I was going to be a freshman in college, and I guess they one of the coach that was the coach for the Nigerian national team reached out to my college coach and said that, hey, um, you have a Nigerian incoming Nigerian player going to play for you. Is it okay if she could come and play for the junior national team? And so I received that information from my coach, and I was like, yeah, I was excited. My sister, my little sister, that's 11 months younger than me, she plays basketball too. So they asked if she wanted to come too. So she came, and we played for I think the world. I don't know what competition that was, but we went to France to play. I don't know what competition, but
I think it's
yeah, and then
probably under 20 or something.
I think yes, with Elo, Ezine, Sandra, Sarah, all of them. Yeah. And then after that, I didn't play with them. I played with them for that 1 year, and then 4 years went by. I was in college. I didn't play, and then I got reached out. Joyce actually reached out to me. Um, my my first, yeah, I think it was my first year overseas. She reached out to me, um, and then that's how I joined the senior national team.
So what was the answer?
Obviously, yes.
Um, let's look at it. I think Nigeria first took note of you when you were part of the team to the World Cup in Spain.
Okay, yeah.
Um, I think that would be the basic highlight of your stint with the national team, which where the whole process started. Stepping up against stepping on the court against Australia in the first game, and
Hmm.
then you spent how many minutes now? I think about 28 minutes on the court against Australia. How was that good for your confidence coming from this unknown angle to just make a boom and then spend 28 minutes on the court against them?
Hmm. Um, I think I I think it all stemmed from me being confident and knowing that I could play with anybody that was on the court. I We put a lot of work in the summer before the World Cup in Spain, so that preparation breathed a lot of confidence within all of us. And yeah, and I'm just so happy that Coach Otis believed in me and was able to get on the court.
How easy or how difficult was it to make up your mind to play for Nigeria? Were there other options for you to consider?
No, so there wasn't any other options to consider. I'm Nigerian, obviously, and whenever I get the opportunity to wear green and white, of course I'm going to take the opportunity. And my family encouraged me, my mom and dad, you know, they said it's going to be a great opportunity. They loved the idea, so they were supportive the whole way through.
Which part of the country are you from?
I'm Emo State,
Imo, where in Imo?
Awu Mama.
Awu what?
Awu Mama is a small village next to Owerri.
Okay, can you speak your language?
Yes, I no, I understand Igbo. I understand Igbo, but I don't know how to speak it
Okay.
fluently.
So, if I tell you Kedu, what's
Aduma.
Adima?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Now let's go back to the World Cup. At that World Cup, you averaged 8.6 points per game for the D Tigers. Will you say it was a fantastic start for you at that level, or you fell short of your pre-tournament expectation?
Um, Honestly, to be honest, I didn't have any expectations of like any points that I went to average going into the game. But I think I all I wanted to do is just play hard, play just give it everything I have whenever I stepped on the court. I think that was my main goal. But I mean, 8 points. What was it? 8 points and what?
8.6.
8.6. Coming off the bench. I think that's solid.
All right, all right. Against France, after the loss against US against France, um, the confidence back home kind of high that okay, if we could play like that against the US, then I think France they should be scared of us, despite the disparity at that time in the ranking. But we've surprised Turkey, we've surprised Greece, and all that, and the hopes back or the expectations back in Nigeria were that high. Um, did you guys were you did you share that optimism that okay France should have been defeated?
Um, I mean, France is a very great team. Who I'm not sure who was in their bracket. Who was in their group? They didn't come out undefeated.
What?
Your question was France should have been undefeated.
No, as in France, the result against France, was it? Did you share the expectation back home that okay, against France we should have won?
Oh, I mean, I felt like we all knew that we could have played better, we could have executed better, we could have um, um, did better with our defensive schemes. But I mean, we started. I think if we would have started off well, I think if we would have ended the game well and, like I said, executed a little bit better, we would have been right there. I don't know how much we lost by. What was it?
I think the final score was 87, 84 to France and 62 to Nigeria.
Yeah.
84.
So yeah, I mean, looking looking now, I think we're a much better team. We're a much stronger team. We added, Effie, Victoria, so and then Elizabeth, who's uh, she's in college playing in Louisville. Um, we have a much stronger team now, so I think if we play them again, it would result in a different story.
Okay, apart from the people that you mentioned, I know that they brought size into the team, but in terms of shooting ratio at the last World Cup, were we at par with the rest of the world?
Where we at? What?
Were we at par with the rest of the world in terms of our
Oh
shooting?
no, no, I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm not
All right, now I'm coming straight to the 2019 AfroBasket victory. Um, your 3 point conversion rate, 40%.
sure.
You
Mine?
took, yes, 40%.
Okay.
You took 10 shots and then you scored four from the 3 point line. Was that an improvement? Does that, does that qualify you as an accomplished 3 point shooter in the team?
I mean, I've been working on my 3-point shot, on the off season and when I'm back with my team in France or wherever I am overseas. Um, I mean, hey, let's whatever the stat says. What do you take from it? Do you think I'm an accomplished 3-point shooter?
Asking you because you're the one working on your game. So,
Uh huh.
do you think at this point, looking at where you started from, and then
Oh,
where
okay, yes. I think definitely the 3-point shot is definitely in my arsenal. Um, it's getting better, and yeah.
all right, you you had 40%. I think also is in a, we're taking some shots between you and them. Is in a, who will you say if an opportunity opens up? Who should they pass the ball to?
I don't know. It's whatever the coach decides. If whoever the the plays draws up for, that's who's taking the shot. I
I'm
don't
just
know.
asking. I'm just asking. You need to pick a name. You need to
I,
pick.
is it by force that I'm picking?
Okay, now if I'm the coach and then I'm about to set a play, like what happened, I think against I think at the last World Cup, we were trying to set a play and then trying to look for a 3 point shot.
Yeah.
Few seconds ago. Now, if I'm to put it up to you that okay, pick between yourself and Ezine, that who should the last ball come to for the 3 point shot?
Hey, I am not saying anything. We're both great shooters. I think any of us, if she has the opportunity to score the ball, she can make it. If I had the opportunity to score it, make it, I'm confident enough that I can make it. So, I mean, you know, that's up in the air. I don't
Um,
know.
unbeaten run to the final of the 2019 AfroBasket um, against Senegal at the finals. They were the hosts. The crowd was massive. We saw it back home here on TV, the ambience, the hostility, and all that. But you were at the front line of all this, the intimidation and all that. Can you just give us a small insight into what went down that night in Dakar?
Wow. So you know, Senegal. That was a game to remember. Their fans were great, very loud. So many people inside, so many people outside wanting to get in. The environment was unbelievable. Well, it was a great environment to play in. But what we went through was kind of crazy. We had fans throwing stuff at us. I remember going in to the locker room at halftime. Someone threw salt in my eye, or some sandy stuff in my eye. So just to get in our heads, and derail us off from our goal, which was winning the championship. But yeah, the fans were crazy. Wow, I have never seen anything like it before. It was really unbelievable, unbelievable.
Some of you were new to that experience playing on the African continent.
Yeah,
Likes of Macaulay, the likes of what's her name now? What's her name?
easy.
Ify and yourself. You were
Yeah.
new at that stage. What were the other guys telling you, or the coaches? What were they telling you, and how to handle the pressure?
Yeah, so they basically just told it, like Aisha, who's a veteran. She told me, like she told a lot of us, they're gonna try to get in your head, so just stay focused. Don't do nothing. Just stay focused, And the coaches, that's all they were saying too, just staying focused and don't worry about what's going on besides the game, what's in front of you. And yeah, as Zine, I had asked her about like what it was like playing in AfroBasket and stuff. She said it's the hardest championships you would ever play. Like um, she said, like everyone's going at it. It's very physical, hot. Um, and the refs are not going to call the normal fouls, so you got to play through it and stuff like that.
Was there any moment that you got scared that okay, this could probably get out of hand in terms of what?
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. When we so like whenever we had timeouts or anything, when we're all huddled together looking at the coach, they would move our bench. The fans or somebody would come down, move our bench, throw sand on the floor. Like it was crazy, and like the police people that were there, that was the security guard didn't do anything. So it was very strange and crazy.
Somebody just asked you right now. I think she too, Sham Sedin, um, is asking whether you've always wished to play for Nigeria. At what point was it becoming a dream that okay, if I continue at this pace, I'll probably get to play for Nigeria.
So that first initial time when I played for the Nigerian national team in 2011 for the junior team, um, I didn't even know about the Nigerian national team. I didn't even know they had a team. I didn't know nothing.
Really?
Um, yeah. So when I joined, I was like, oh wow, it was a fun experience. Being around girls that are like me, come from the same background as me. That was amazing. So then after that, I still didn't. I still didn't even think about to playing on the national team or anything like that. I never even dreamed about. I only dreamed about playing professionally, never for a national team.
So that separates you and puts you in the category of the few privilege that we get to play for the national team out of the thousands of people who are playing basketball all around the world and who are eligible to play for Nigeria.
Yeah.
You've spoken about your experience at the Nations Cup. So with everything that you went through, and then being your first major medal for Nigeria, how significant was that? And then what does it mean to you as a person?
Well, so that was a huge accomplishment. My mom and dad, they were so happy. Like, it was crazy. But individually, like, it's a huge accomplishment for my career. The only championships I had were in, high school and that's it. So to do it at a national level and with the Nigerian national team, it's tremendous. And I'm honored to be on that team.
So has that any positive impact on your career in terms of possible exposure to more clubs or scouts coming around to talk to you or agents coming to talk to you based on what they saw you play at the World Cup and also at the Afro Basket for Nigeria?
Yeah, so definitely the World Cup that opened up teams in France, you know, to reach me, and then also in Spain as well. So it gave a huge exposure, and yeah, I gained a huge exposure from that.
I'm moving away from that now to the OQT, also known as the Olympic qualifiers or qualifying tournament. We won the first game against Mozambique, and then we lost against Serbia, and then against the US, world number one. At halftime, we were leading comfortably or confidently, and then at a point in the game, we were 16 points up. At what point did that mentality enter that okay, man, we're going to lose this game,
That we're gonna win this game?
lose the game because we eventually lost.
Oh well, it wasn't to the last minute that we lost the game. So but I mean, we knew USA is a great team. They have all the top players. So we knew it was only a matter of time for them to, start getting rolling, start, playing into the post, playing into give the ball to Brittany Griner, which is she's about 7 feet tall. So, you know, it wasn't about that time until like we knew that sometime they're gonna close this gap, and they're gonna it's a lot of pride on the line, so they're not gonna want to lose to African country. So um, that 1 minute when we lost, I mean, it was a great fight, but USA is a great team, and we're not going to hang our heads on that game because we played very well. A little bit miss execution at the end, but it was a great time. It was a great game, and we were really proud of ourselves about what we did.
Could we have won that game?
Would we have won that game?
Yeah.
Honestly, 100% we would have. We could have. I mean, we could have. What team was up 15 points on them? Like, I mean, we could have. We could have.
While we were leading, what was Coach Otis telling you guys? While we were leading.
Well, we were. If I could remember, it was just to not get comfortable. Keep working hard, keep fighting. Um, you know, we knew, like he said, he knew that it was a matter of time for them to come back. So he just kept motivating us to just keep working hard, and that's about it.
So eventually we lost. So it meant his motivation didn't work,
Yeah,
right? It didn't work.
it didn't work.
All right. Valuable lesson from that.
Well, sorry, what was that?
Valuable lessons for you personally and also the team after that that defeat.
Hold on 1 second. Sorry, my
Can you hear me now?
hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I said valuable lesson learned as a person, also as a team.
What's the valuable lesson
Yeah, for you as a person, as a player, also as a team.
after that USA game, or just in general?
After the US.
After the USA. The game's not over until it hits 0-0 on the clock. That I know that's a valuable lesson that we all could take from it. The whole team could take from it. And individually, a valuable lesson that I could take is I guess the same thing. I think, and also I think, coming into the game, I was a little, nervous and stuff. But I think I could take from that, everyone has 10 fingers, everyone has 10 toes. Like, we both have the same opportunity, and it's just who's gonna seize it and make the most of it, I guess.
You spoke about being nervous. You played at the World Cup, you Afro basket, you played against the US. This particular US, you played against them before. Why nervous when you were about to face US again?
This time around.
Why
Sorry, why what?
why were you nervous?
Oh, why was I nervous? Sorry. Okay, so, um, I don't know. I honestly, don't know. I mean, we're playing against the greatest. Sue Bird, all-time legend. Um, Brittany Griner, the dominant post. And it, you don't play against these type of players every day. So the opportunity, I'm happy to have that opportunity. And I think I was just, nervous and, kind of like a fangirl because, I watched Sue Bird growing up, and to play against her, it's crazy.
So possibly you are putting too much expectations on yourself and then the pressure.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I was probably putting a lot of expectation on myself.
You played at the World Cup, you played at the Afro basket level, also at the OQT. Can you tell the difference between all these three championships?
Yeah, I mean, the difference is I think some we added three good players. Like I said, Efi and Victoria, they're great players. They have and experience. They bring a lot of experience to the team. So I think that's the difference as well.
This one I'm talking in terms of the atmosphere, also the level of competition.
Sorry, say that again.
I'm talking about the atmosphere and also the level of competition, comparing this three side by side, these three competitions.
The atmosphere.
Yes, and also the level of competition.
Sorry, I cannot hear you. Sorry.
I said you played at the Afro Basket,
Yes.
you played at the World Cup, and
Yeah.
also the OQ. Let's know the differences between the level of competition of the Afro Basket compared to the World Cup and
Okay. And also African championships, right?
yeah.
I think okay. So African championship is a lot. It's high intensity, very physical, and then a lot of fast pace. Run and gun. Um, and then with the World Cup and the Olympic qualifier, it's more tactical. more fundamental. Teams are setting up plays. They're working through their plays, their set plays, and they're a lot more smarter. They know how to read the game a lot more. So it's a lot of mental. You got to be focused because you do one wrong move, the team is, making the adjustment. So you got to be more focused and in tuned in those types of game tournaments.
Best moment for you in the national team.
Say it again.
Best moment for you in the national team.
Best moment for me in the national. There's a few. I think the ultimate like moment for me was winning the championship in Senegal, because how hard we fought, and how difficult it was to win in that environment. And then I think another one is qualifying for the Olympic tournament.
Many people are different things, but for you as a basketball professional, what you do for a living, where you earn your living is playing basketball. How is your daily routine like? Uh, what's a normal day for you?
So the normal day for me is right now I'm staying at my brother's house. Um, so the normal day for us, we wake up, we eat, we work out. They have a huge field here at their house, and they have a gym, a weightlifting gym. So we we lift weights, and then after that we go and get something to eat. Um, and then after that we're just watching Netflix. We're dancing, making TikToks. Do you know what TikTok is?
No, I don't.
So we're making a lot of TikTok videos. Playing. He has two kids, so we're always playing. And then what else? A lot of business ventures that we're doing. I want to be a real estate agent, so I'm learning about that business. I do stock market, so I trade on the stock market in the morning. Um, what else? And then yeah, that's about it.
I think you've been able to do all this just because you're in the US, and then the probably, I won't say off season, but because of the lockdown and restriction of activities all over the world because of this coronavirus. But without this coronavirus, without all these stringent measures being put in place to combat this pandemic, when you are in season as a basketball player, what's your normal day like?
Okay. So right now I would be actually traveling. Um, I'd be, I don't know, be in California, be in Chicago. I would be traveling. And then also I will be in the basketball gym, working. I don't really have a trainer, but when I do train, I train with some trainers that are here in Phoenix, Arizona. And yeah, I think, and then I, go to clubs, hang out, have fun. Yeah.
Um, Somebody wants to know, Titan basketball. That's Yoragu, Emeka Oragu. He's asking you, what are you investing right now in stocks? What's your area of concentration?
So I have a few stocks. I'm investing in Tesla, um, and then like a few pharmaceutical drugs and oil companies.
All right, Emeka, you have it there. Pre-game rituals for you. Pre- Pre-game ritual. How do you prep yourself um, every match day before stepping on the court?
Okay, so before. So it all starts the day before. So the day before, I'm, stretching, hydrating. Um, I'm in Norma Tech boots. I don't know if you know what they are, but they're these compression boots that you put on your legs, and it sucks up all the lactic acid and the swelling from your legs. So I do that the night before for about an hour and a half. And then the next morning, we'll probably have like a shoot around. So we do that. We have shoot around. I come back, shower, sleep, take a nap, eat, and then wake up, go to the gym, and then I'm listening to music, stretching, and then getting up some shots on the court.
All right. That's nice to know. Your favorite member on this current national team? Who's your favorite team
I
member?
love all of them. They're all my sisters. I love them.
But there must be one who probably because they together for so long, or she understands the play on the court, or probably when you are in camp, you stay in the same. You must possibly have a closer affinity to one particular member of the team.
We're all we're all friends. Literally, we're all friends. We all get along. I love them all. Like we're all close.
Who are you closer to?
Who am I? What?
Who are you closer to in case you run into a problem,
Oh my god.
or
See,
or,
question.
prob- or probably there's a play that coach has drawn up and then you don't understand. You probably need a better understanding from outside the coach's perspective. Who do you talk to?
Who do I tell?
Yes, when you run into problems like that, who do you talk to?
Atonye or Ezine. I talk to them both.
So why Antonio?
University, I know you want to wear chemistry.
Why not?
Oh, sorry.
Why?
No, today. Um, I think I knew them. I knew Atonia since college, and Z I knew her since 2011 when I played with the junior national team, and we uh, we have a strong relationship.
The chemistry in the team. How do you? What to improve it?
What's what? Sorry, say that again.
Chemistry in the team. How good is it? Then what?
The chemistry on the team is very good. We all get along. We all crack jokes. We have a good time. There's no drama, and I'm being completely honest. There's no drama. It's always a good time. Like we have an amazing time.
All right. Um, how often do you communicate outside the national team assignment?
How often do I what?
How often do you guys communicate outside the national assignment?
How often do we hang out?
How do you guys communicate
Meet?
and then stay close outside the international calendar?
You said how often? I can't hear you.
How do you guys communicate? How do you stay in touch?
Okay, how do we? Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Um, through WhatsApp, we text through Instagram. Um, yeah,
That's how you communicate.
that's how we communicate. Yeah.
There's nothing like probably group chat, WhatsApp group chat.
Oh yeah, we do. Yes, we do have group chat, and we're all in the group chat on WhatsApp. So whenever it's someone's birthday, we're saying happy birthday. If they have something individually going on, they'll reach out to us and put it in the group message and say, hey, watch out, I'm doing this, tune in. So we're all informed and updated through WhatsApp.
Who is the funniest person on the team?
Honestly, they're all funny. Everyone is funny. I'm telling you truth.
Probably,
Everyone.
probably on the scale of 1 to 10. that okay, this person can never be serious, always cracking
Dude.
jokes?
I'm gonna say all of them. I want to. Let's see. I think Elo. Elo's so funny.
Okay. Um,
Elo.
Elo after Elo, who else? Top three.
Um, let's see. Elo. Uh, Evelyn is funny. Evelyn. Um. Oh, and then, dang, I don't know.
So who is the most serious person that always game mode and then wants to go on the court and play basketball and basketball only, but probably arbitrage.
So the most serious,
Yeah.
probably Adora.
Why were you?
She's just like mellow. Like she's never too high, never too low. She just stays in the middle. Like and like nothing phases her. I don't know. She just goes with the flow. She's always focused. I don't know. I think she would be the one. You will never see her like goofing off to the side, like or making jokes. She's always focused and listening.
So are you saying she's boring or something?
Huh?
Are you saying she's boring or something?
No, she's not boring. She's not boring. But she's just focused. Like
It's just like that. Invisible.
yes, yeah.
Right. Biggest challenge for you as a professional. What will you describe as the biggest challenge
My biggest challenge.
as a pro?
Hmm. I think just let's see this. I think the biggest challenge is like being overseas and not being with your family, and not being with your friends. I think that's the biggest challenging thing for me.
I was speaking with Stan, yes, and I guess he also was part of the interview. He spoke about in the birth of his cousins, weddings of his best friends, and all that. How is playing basketball overseas?
How is it? How
How
what?
come? How come? What have you missed out of that you think okay for basketball I should have been here. I shouldn't have missed this.
Okay, so your question is, sorry, say it again. Sorry, you're like breaking in and out.
How costly is basketball here?
How important?
How costly are the tickets that basketball has out there? Probably family commitments and all that and all that.
I cannot hear you. I'm not hearing the word that you're saying. How what? How
Costly. COS.
costly? So okay,
Yeah,
costly. Okay,
playing basketball.
okay, yes, it's a lot. So it's Stan said like it's very costly. Like you it's a lot of sacrifice. Like you said you're missing weddings, you're missing birthdays, you're missing huge life events in people's life. Like it's very costly, but it's the sacrifice you need to make when you choose to play overseas. Hi. That's my niece. So
So,
yeah. So yeah, it's very costly. Very costly. But
but what?
but I
Also,
love it. I love it. Then again, I love it. You get to see the other side of the world, different parts of the world that I probably would never be if I didn't play basketball. So you know, it's a great balance.
All right. 21 could be very. We're going to qualifiers 2022 AfroBasket
Mm-hmm.
that participating at the Olympics in 2021, and also the men AfroBasket in 2022. Um, Starting with the Olympics, any target?
Sorry, say that again. I cannot. You you're going in and out. I don't know if it's my connection or your connection.
I said, I said 2021, 2022 for us as a nation, as an
Uh-huh.
international state. Starting with the Olympics, then we have the qualifiers for the AfroBasket, then the AfroBasket proper 2022. Starting with the Olympics right now. Any target?
Any tired?
Target.
Target. Oh, any target. What do you mean as target as far as what?
The Olympics.
So the question. What's the question?
Let me call you back. I think we have issues with the audio. Let me call you back and then we can
Okay.